ready for the next adventure.
Hooray!
New hand.
Mhm. I can't wait to see where you guys go next. Well, let me go through a couple of days of Slav yelling at you guys and calling you dumb because there's nothing better than you getting blamed for his making a bad roll. That makes everybody happy. Let me double check on this skill real quick.
Got an unusual skill hobbyist. Play that.
Oh, shit. I was being way too generous on his teaching skill. Okay. Good news is he has higher earth magic. Bad news is he has much less teaching. Could be because he fucking hates people. So, uh, let's see. On day two, I'm going to roll for each of you. He has a great earth magic chance in this. So let's see. On Scott, yes. You, yes. So that's an easy one. Now the actual teaching role, he has fucking hobbyists going. So on Scott, hell no. Almost a fumble. Not quite. 1 point away from never being able to teach you. He would let you recurse the area if he can't teach you. And on Sheila, now he didn't make it. So next day, knows what he's talking about. And he definitely knows what he's talking about. And then teaching it, though, he can never, ever teach Scott earth magic. Ever, ever, ever. He tells you can go recurse the area. Fuck him, he says. And on the other Australian, not today. So then next day, you guys are spending a while here. You're getting to know the kids at the Australian embassy. They're being taught English by a foul-mouthed bird called, well, he calls himself the Word sometimes.
The Word.
Mm-hmm. The bird is the word.
Can I make willpower rolls to heal all these days?
Yes, yes, you can. And next day, wow, did you just fucking fumble your willpower roll?
Yep.
Yeah, you're done with those for a bit. You just stay wounded for a while. Let's see. After I get done doing these checks, then I'll give you one more before you leave. How's that?
Right.
Oh, your willpower sucks. Okay, so back to trying to teach Sheila. Does he know what he's talking about? No. Next day, does he know what he's talking about? Very much. And teaching? Hell no. Does he know what he's talking about? Yes. Teaching? Yes. You finally get it. Hooray!
Hey.
He says, "Well, you're the smart young man." And by the way, you've gotten to know a lot of the furry people that work here. They personally like him as a boss because he hates them all equally, and there is zero sexual harassment because he seems disinterested in sex and doesn't know what theirs is and doesn't ask. He's just a fucking surly, horrible person to everybody. And they can respect that. So, not that the furries have a lot of those problems, it's more of an earth thing, but your new spell, I will copy paste, put into the thing. Yeah, poor Scott.
Well,
Hold on. I'm going to see if he knows somebody who can teach you something else. And I will read this out loud for the studio audience who might be curious. Sheila has picked up remove tracks. Casting time 3 rounds. Range is 50-meter radius around the caster. Duration is permanent. Magic point cost is 4. Gets rid of all tracks, including broken branches and all that shit of everything. So pretty much it goes, and the track's in that 50-meter radius of you. Thing of the past. If you ever get a crit in this, let me know because the spell tree continues on up.
within 50 feet. 50 meters?
Meters. Yep. Fuck feet and miles. We've been metric for a few years and I'm happier.
I would also like to, during these days, be practicing the no smell air
Absolutely.
chain.
I think I went through about 6 days worth of spells you guys can try.
Cool.
Teach me your spell, Dana.
Well, how do I do spells? Like, what do I roll? What are my base numbers?
It's learn. Everything starts at learn. So, teaching works a little differently, and you just learned this one, so you can't teach it to him yet. That'd be well, actually, no, you can. How teaching it to him? Well, first, do your other. How many days did I say?
6.
Do your other 6 days of spell shit, and then we'll get to today's.
I'm going to attempt to cast Ghost Form each day. If I get it, I'm going to then attempt to cast Pass Through Wall or Door in order to get into one of their rooms in the middle of the night and scare the shit out of them.
I like it. Also, don't forget for Alex, every time you do Ghost Form successfully, you also are making a sanity roll because
every time I do it, I'm doing.
Good man. All right, yeah, carry on, and I'm hoping I'm hoping that you can do it, and then we'll roll random to see which one you personally scared to death, and then if you do it again, then we'll do it the other one. That way you can scare them both.
Okay, so I critted.
One of y'all is going to get scared soon.
I critted my forced attempt.
Nice.
That day I won't have enough left over to then cast.
Pass through walls? Okay.
I don't think so. Hold on.
Good man.
9.
You guys get saved by that.
Yeah. You don't get, for that, the Matrix stuff, you don't get anything for crits on those, is it? It's just a flat.
Yeah.
It's not a tree or anything.
Yeah.
So I've got to check at least. Right, day 2. If you get it early enough.
As he desperately tries to haunt you guys.
Day 3.
I made sword trick. Checking that.
That's 6 magic points reading 12. So I get 4 attempts. More 4 attempts. Pass through wall. Day 4.
All right. So, actually, both Sheila and Scott, please give me luck rolls. You're in competition with each other. And don't forget all your sandy rolls there, Alex. I think you should be maxing out Ghost Form soon.
I did not make luck.
Nice. I got a good feeling on who he may be haunting.
I'm okay with both sand rolls.
Failed by 33.
Okay, how much did you fail by, Sheila? He failed by 33 because the gods hate him. 23, sorry.
I only failed by 21.
Perfect. All right, so Scott's ass gets haunted. Yes. Scott, give me a take a card, and Scott, give me a sanity roll, please. As Ghost comes in, and goes, and then turns into a drunken Alex.
Fail.
It might be a fever dream from all of your injuries.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope he doesn't get it.
I do hope he rolls a 5 or 6 because this is what we call amusing for the GM.
What's the damage?
D6 for failing your sanity roll.
Max it out quick.
Yes, a 5. Nice. Okay, now give me a willpower times 3. If you fail this, you get the fun fight, flight, or freak. If you make it, you get a check in willpower. So you may freak out and punch Alex. We just don't know yet.
You can either phase beings or
to go towards ghosts.
Or phase beings, your choice. Logan's easy. You travel with Alex Kinley. You will have both maxed out soon.
Yep.
As he haunts you.
Willpower fail.
Hard for haunting them, by the way. Okay, so roll a D3. 1 is fight, 2 is flight, 3 is free.
Would one of you like a skill plus 5?
Right. He goes.
The curse.
You know, it would be less bad freaking out after seeing a ghost enter your room if the ghost didn't then become physically aroused and happy for it. Apparently, it really turned him on that you fucking lost your cookies.
Wow.
He then swaggers out like he owns the room.
Actually, I still got 3 more days.
Skill
Go
5.
ahead, you haven't haunted her yet.
Yes.
No more that day.
Okay.
Next day. Last day.
You teach me your air spell, Dana?
Yes.
That's one that knows. So one more.
Yeah, each day you can try once to teach him, and to do that, you need to roll the spell, which if you haven't got a check in that spell that you're teaching already, you get a check in it if you roll it for knowing what you're talking about. And then you need to roll the teach roll. And they have to both be succeeded on the same day.
Right.
Okay.
On the last day, Logan.
And then give me a sandy roll.
Because I'm also playing. It keeps going and going and going.
Really?
Yeah.
What? Could you read that card to me?
For a spell which may be maintained or have a duration beyond 1 round, this allows for the spell to continue for D6 rounds at no extra mana point cost.
So you can have both of them.
Basically, the whole house.
All right.
The whole in the sea.
You're a bad man. So both of you now, please give me.
My sand as well.
Yeah, and roll D6 here. As long as you get higher than a 1, you're fine, Matt. For the it keeps going. Yeah, great. Both of you guys, please give me sandy rolls as Alex has found a way to haunt both of you.
It's going for 8 rounds.
Yeah. Yeah, he just runs through the embassy making ghost noises and shit and giggling.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's a bad man. Scott, don't forget you've muted yourself.
Stop doing that.
How'd you guys do on them sandy rolls?
I made it.
I made all of them.
It's only one point if you make it. He's such a bad person, you think, watching the drunken ghost fall through a wall giggling and shit. Actually, no, you only pass through like one wall or no walls, and you knock on people's doors and haunt them that way. I don't know.
No, I just go through a wall. A couple of rounds worth of wall going.
Well, no, but it keeps going only affects one of your things because you don't have enough.
I know, but I had enough magic points at least to go through about 2 or 3 rounds of going through walls because I can maintain that as well.
Right, but ghost form costs 6 magic points per round.
Yeah, but it's free, no cost. Those extra rounds were at no cost.
Right. But I mean, you could maintain one of the 2 spells here, going through walls or the ghost form. See what I mean? Because go through walls is a separate spell. It doesn't say all your spells, right? It says a spell.
I'm paying the magic point cost for the going through walls.
Oh, I see.
The ghost form.
The ghost form is the one that's good.
Good.
Yeah. That's become a really fucking useful card.
I'm getting lots of checks.
I'll bet. Okay, so after that, then she learns the no track spell, and I'm gonna guess that you guys are gonna be leaving the furry place and going to a different place to see what else is out there soon, or so it's your last morning waking up here. The kids, by the way, are awesome. They sit around talking to each other in Latin normally, but whenever Australians are around, then they practice their English on you. Nice kids, hard workers.
I tell them that
filthy mouths.
They feed Mr. Pinchy at range every day.
They don't like that you brought a fucking scorpion here, but they will honor your wishes and stuff. They are also bringing in workmen so that they can make like a kind of a pit room for them, because scorpions like to keep cool, like in a kind of a little bit sunken pit in the room. So you're basically, and they're going to build that room off of your room. So you're going to have a room that you can go through another door, and then you'll be in a room with your own scorpion pit. True, there's only one scorpion in there, and you could probably kill it in a shot or 2, but you've got your own scorpion pit in the room. And they'll try to keep it fed and amused from a range. So, on the last day before you guys leave, Sheila, if you'd like to teach Scott your no track spell, then I'll need you to roll the no track spell. And if you make that, then a teaching roll. And if you make that, he gets it. Otherwise, you can taunt him.
All right. So I made it.
Damn. Okay. Be sure to get a check in your no track spell if you don't already have one.
Yes.
Since you just picked it up, I'm guessing you're now getting a check. And the teaching roll plays. If you fumble it,
did not make no fumble.
Okay.
What's the SAN loss and max SAN for both of those?
For the tracking, none.
For tracking and smell.
None. Zero.
All right.
Yeah. Those are fine. It's apparently just, bad shit like turning into a ghost that gives you sound loss. Or watching somebody else turn into a ghost and haunt you. What a horrible person to travel with. Okay.
Keep things entertaining, though.
Are we able to go speak to the lizard again and try to give him terribly impractical hobbies?
Sure. Yeah, he thought you guys had forgotten about him, but you did not. So, what terribly impractical hobby would you like to give Veeks?
Yes. Well, perhaps.
Did I learn a spell?
No.
No.
She announces that you are a dim pupil.
But now we're back at the lizard, and please don't bump into his beautifully crafted items.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yes.
apparently parkour in the house is not a great way.
So-
unless it's a stranger's house.
I would like to teach him some painting.
He already knows painting. He has
Alright.
paints and stuff, but he likes his wood burning thing better because he gets to use his natural fire breath with it. In fact, any hobbies that he can use his fire breath and doesn't need hands for, he's really happy about. Well, he doesn't have hands. He has like little feet with claws on the end.
Is he able to mosey around?
He looks confused as to what this is. You're going to teach him how to mosey?
Yes. I picked
Great.
up moseying.
Give me a mosey roll and a teaching roll. The lizard watches with great interest to see if it.
All right, here's the mosey. And I made it.
God damn. She's going to be fierce once she gets some teaching skill.
And now for the teaching. Did not make it.
She's rolling really low. She just has 0 skill, and she needs to get 20 learned. Then everything will click together. Okay, the lizard is interested in this. Right, so every day that you try to teach it Mosey, it will try to teach you its spell. But from Scott, it wants its parachute. Because it's now thinking that it wants to have a way to live. So Veeks will attempt to teach Sheila fire. Now, go for another Mosey teaching, and they'll try another fire thing. Now.
No.
Okay, and third day, because we've got a grand total of 6. Third day.
Nope.
Yes. Now you owe it. You owe the lizard.
Oh, man.
Yes. What a fucking time, you're thinking. Sitting around talking with animals. Okay, so you pick up a new spell, but you definitely owe it how to mosey because it wants to learn this, and then it's going to have somebody, and it may be Scott or somebody else, make it a little cowboy hat so it can mosey around with a cowboy hat on. So, for the people at home, the spell you learn is Extinguish Fire, casting time 1 round, range 10 meters, duration instantaneous, magic point cost 2. A 1 fire torch size on down is immediately extinguished. So, right, Scott, how you doing on sewing that parachute, buddy?
How much does this thing weigh?
For the crude materials that they have in the Old West, it will be a fucking heavy shoot.
Oh, well, I'm thinking to get the information I need and go to the other world and buy a fire resistant shoot.
I see. That's a good idea. Yes. You get Veeks weighed up and all that stuff. You fortunately you know how to get back very easily and bring the stuff back with you. That's pretty much like a part of an afternoon. No problem at all. So let's see. Right, you brought back a bunch of silk. It's a little harder here because it's the foot crank thing. So give me a sewing roll. And you're on mute, by the way, if you didn't know. As you
Maid sewing.
God damn. All right, you sew him up a parachute. You have no idea if it'll work or not, but do you have any kind of parachute design or anything like that? Because you definitely sewed something parachute-like. Parachuting skill roll would definitely fucking make it the right way. I'll just assume that you know lizard body weight shifting centers of gravity and shit. So a simple parachuting roll, and I'm impressed.
Yeah. Usually part of parachuting is packing your own chute. So
yeah, if you fail the parachuting roll, then it will simply be a one-shot parachute for the lizard. Oh, you made it. Okay, great. Yeah, you present the lizard with his parachute. That was all on the first day, so the lizard's impressed. He will now also attempt to teach you the fire spell. He's got a mere 6 attempts before you guys have to leave. So first attempt, now. Second attempt, yes. You pick up the same spell as she had.
Nice.
Hot damn.
Yeah.
Anyway, can I attempt to teach him how to parachute? Roll teaching?
Sure. Go ahead and give me a teaching roll, and if you make it a parachuting roll, or vice versa, I don't care which one's first.
Failed teaching.
Cool. Pretty much the only problem that the lizard has is, and you made it so that it can like use its claw and do this, because that's about the range of motion it has in order to pop the chute. Plus, there's a little chute that will sit outside of it and catch the wind to hopefully rip the bigger chute out and stuff, because it's absolutely rubbish at grabbing and pulling things, unless it's the ground and itself along it. So, you guys have finished up in Cowboy Land after a long fucking 10 days or so without fucking toilets on the inside with running water. Yeah, you're going to be grateful to get back to somewhere that has, air conditioning.
That'd be nice.
Running water that isn't brown. Yeah, shit like that would be great. Because a lot of people are like, I want to go back in time. They don't realize just how comfortable we are now.
Yeah.
Maybe it's time for a haircut.
I think so.
Yeah, you're thinking about it. Now that you mentioned the haircut thing, you guys all give me an evidence analysis roll.
Yep.
Yes.
Made it.
That's a weird thing is, since you've been here in this world, not just this world, but all, you've never actually needed a haircut. Your hair does not seem to be growing, which makes having the ultimate gateway thing hidden within the barbershop fucking cruel, because nobody ever would think to go there. So you guys head over there, and Clem goes, "Hi, what can I do you for?"
Have a shave.
Sure. Where are you going back to?
What's it called?
Red carpet.
Red carpet? All
Red
right.
carpet.
Is everybody going there?
Red carpet.
Okay.
Yes.
He gets his hot towels, puts them on your face, and a few minutes later, takes them off, and wow, he's human again. That's weird. And you guys are back into red carpet lands.
Okay, I should heal up in short order, right?
It's only a few rounds, and your fucking black scabby shit is falling away, and my fucking shirt's ruined. And Clem goes and starts sweeping up the fucking pile of ash that's surrounding you.
Perfect.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
just amazing.
go home, get cleaned up.
Yes.
All right, no problem. Yeah, having a hot shower as opposed to a lukewarm bath, awesome.
Yeah.
You guys get all cleaned up. It's at this point you realize a horrible, horrible truth, that the only person who knew where you'd lived, because nobody else bothered to get the address, was Alex, because he'd been there a few times and is used to constantly giving instructions to a cab driver. So good news, you guys all make sure to learn your address of your new home. Otherwise, you'd go back to the old one. just to look at the driveway and sigh. When you get back, Alex, give me a luck roll of -30 to have a fucking ramp over a pit in the driveway.
God damn.
They must all drown in lakes of blood. Now they will know why they fear the night. The workmen are doomed, as are their families.
Should we write down the address, or?
You just know it now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not concerned about you guys memorizing addresses and shit. But yeah, you know where you make a note that you know where the new fancy house is, the new B-lister house with the golf course, if you wish. That's
yes.
Golf course house. So, and apparently the other two are great at golf. They just didn't teach you.
I shower and change into my golf clothes.
All right. Does anybody else want to have a rousing round of golf before dinner and drinks?
No. I shower and get into my ninja outfit. I'm going to go and fuck with Beyonce next door.
Give me a stealth roll and a acting roll to act like a ninja and an intimidate roll to personally scare her to death.
Yes.
Okay, no problem. It's a great time for one of you.
Get in my house.
For one of you.
So,
I'll go golfing with you, Glenn.
yay! Both of you guys give me golfing rolls.
Nope.
Hot one.
Whoa.
Wow. You golf the most extraordinary game, and unfortunately, there's only one person to witness it, and she may deny the whole thing later. You know, you're doing things like fucking hitting the ball, and then it kind of, and you're like, oh, it's a two-stroke. I don't even know what the fuck that is. But I hit the ball twice, and now it's in the cup thing, and I win. And she's like, I don't know what that's called either, but you're really good at it. So
I know what it's called.
Do you? You have golfing?
Glenn, you're amazing. That is golf parkour.
Parkour.
It's so good, it's parkour. Yeah, eventually they're going to bottle that and they'll be sold called I Can't Believe It's Not Parkour. So, right. What do you guys do now? You're all cleaned up. You've just had a nice dinner, drinks. Alex is still giggling from freaking out Beyonce, who's now moving.
Yeah.
She believes she's infested with ninjas.
My mansion now.
Oh, are you going to try to buy in the stuff?
I don't buy it.
People buy it for you. Got it. You expressed an interest in having it bought?
Yes.
Okay. No problem. They will see what they can do here. Give me a luck roll, Matt, to see how this is going.
I get it.
Okay. Yeah, it'll come through in a bit. It won't be immediate, like, I rolled a fucking hot one like Glenn golfing. Yeah, tomorrow you move in. All your shit's there now. No problem. Now, if you wanted, because you guys are rich, you could also insist that they put in like some sort of clear glass sky bridge between the two homes over the street or something like that, or maybe have like some sort of manual subway pulled by fucking unwilling people in the darkness who live there, and then they can move you slowly to the other house or whatever.
But of course, mine will be completely stripped of electricity.
Of course.
Get the demons out.
Get the demons out. Yep. So, right.
Something I want to investigate. I started my character. I had a safe deposit box key on me. I've never looked into what that is, or where it goes, or what's in such a box.
Yes. Yeah, I don't mind. No brainer for me, but it's nice and short.
Groovy. Matt brings extra alcohol with him. All right, so you get your bank key, and you're going to go to the bank.
We're gonna go to the bank.
Where'd it go? There it is. Okay. You head over to the bank during the next day when the bank is open. It's one of those large, we use a lot of marble and stone facade to make our investors feel secure type of places. There's a line that more than a dozen people are waiting in when you get in there to wait in line to see what your key does and such. Oh, a minute. Let me find the people that are in the bank for you. Where the fuck did it go?
I don't know.
Why don't you know? Oh. Did you good wish or a bad wish? Ah, good wish. A second. Can't slide it all the way in this because there we go. All right. And here's some of the other people that are in line with you.
Vampires?
Well, if they are, then I might have you on the wrong page.
Yeah, we'll discuss that.
They're just down at the bottom corner
Oh,
hanging out.
there they are.
Oh,
Well-
shit. Oh, that's from the party here. Sorry about that. Kill it. Nobody wants to talk to you. All right. So those are the other people in line. And everybody give me a spot hidden roll as you're standing in line.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Fail.
Perfect. Right. Everybody except Scott notices an armored car pulls up across the street. Two armed with pistol guards head in to drop off or pick up money. They've got one of those rolling wheelie things. And they're heading into the bank. Do either of the people who made spot hidden rolls want to do anything?
I will head for some corner and lurk there.
Creepiest shit ever. No problem, Sheila. Are you doing anything?
I am looking at my key, standing in line.
Cool. You see the bank manager comes out, greets the guards, and takes them into the back. And Sheila and Scott. Matt doesn't have a good view. He's lurking in a corner like a creeper. Give me spot hidden rolls, please.
Yes.
At 1/6.
Nice. You guys see a big truck heading down the road, and on the opposite side of the street, and just as it's getting ready to pull up level with the armored truck, a green sedan pulls out and gets clipped by the truck, which then stops. The truck is now blocking the view of the armored truck. A thin, bald man in a suit steps out of the sedan and heads toward the truck driver, and the truck driver gets out, and they both go over and start examining the damage on the sedan, and then begin apparently exchanging either notes or insurance information or just different pieces of paper that interest each other.
Huh.
This line in the bank will wait for me. I'm going to go out and see what's going on.
All right. The guy's like, oh, you're with Allstate? Oh, they've been around forever and stuff. Apparently insurance information. The line continues to advance. While she's out there, listen roll from Scott and Matt. you don't need a listen roll. And if you want to try to get a check in it, Sheila, then you can do a listen roll. Otherwise, you don't need it.
Fumble listen.
All right, no problem.
Oh, jeez, I don't know if it does or not. Oh, yeah, just make, yes, make it. I make it.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Everybody except Scott heard. Sheila saw. Scott's completely oblivious. Car skids up in front of older, kind of big, blocky type car like a Lincoln or something. Pulls up in front of the bank. And 4 guys in clown masks rush into the bank with shotguns. So, Scott's totally oblivious to this. I'll give you a spot in a second. Sheila, where are you doing?
I'll get out my phone and call the police.
Excellent. And let's see, Scott, give me a spot hidden. You're at -30 because you'd fumbled your listen and maybe you were distracted by the little voice going, "You are cursed." And
The curse.
it's a fail?
Yep.
Nice. You don't notice them. Matt, you can give me a spot at full or normal.
No.
Excellent. You're looking down going, I can haunt the whole bank right now. And no problem. 911, if you please enter the number for the type of is very understanding, very nice, gets the name of the bank, tells you to stand by. She wants your name.
Dana Zool.
Okay, no problem. She asks various information and stuff like that. Right. Now, Scott, give me a listen roll. Matt, you don't need one unless you need a check. As the 4 clown mask guys begin yelling at everybody to get down. Scott, I'm just checking to see if you're still stone deaf due to the curse.
I made listen.
Excellent. Oh, somebody's yelling at me to get down. Oh, it's the men with the shotguns. Got it. At this point, from the back, the 2 armed guards from the armored truck who were starting to come out take cover and begin to draw weapons. There's a firefight! And we go into dramatic combat. Dun, 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 dun. Cool. All right. Guys, I'm not sure how this is going to go at all. Oh. Actually, let me move you guys back to the initial page so that you can mess with card shit. There you go. Oops. Okay, dramatic combat. Here we go. Heroes are first and hindered. Cursing your foes approved. Right. Dana Zool, you're standing outside.
I hang up.
Go ahead.
I hang up the phone and I'm gonna go punch out the driver.
The driver?
The clown-faced driver.
Oh,
get away
excellent.
from this.
Walk over there. He's just sitting in his car. Doesn't seem to be noticing you or anything. You got a +30, either due to the fact that he's sitting down or the fact that he hasn't really registered you there because, it's just some lady walking by and all of a sudden she fucking gets violent on his ass. Go ahead and give me a punch him in the face roll. If you want to use martial arts, go for that too.
Yes, I will do those things.
Excellent. Scott, what are you doing?
I am taking cover.
Excellent. That's what most of the other patrons are doing, except for the really dumb ones who are going for the Darwin Award. Matt, what are you doing?
You'll be cursed just like us.
You get a card, sir.
Thanks. I am playing a plus D10 assistant damage on Sheila.
Oh, wait and see if he hits first.
No,
Yes,
Oh,
I hit
Sheila.
with martial arts.
Holy shit.
Plus D10.
Plus D10 is you fucking let him have it, Sheila. So roll your normal damage is, normally it's D3, but you made martial arts, so it's D4. And they played a D10, so roll D4 plus D10 and have fun.
Ooh,
All
she
right,
gets
so that looks
surprise
like a
damage.
Oh shit, she does get surprise damage. Shit. Thank you, Scott. Hold on a second. Let's see. D4 would go D6, D8. That'd be D8. So Sheila, take
okay.
back that D4, roll a D8 and a D10, and see if you can knock this guy's head clean off of his shoulders, leaving a fountain geyser of blood behind in the car.
All right, 9 damage to driver.
He looks really surprised, like he just got fucking decked really hard. He's probably just on this side of conscious, wondering who the young lady is. Maybe he pissed her off at a club one night. He can't remember. He's trying to focus right now, and he's having problems with that too. So the bad guys all pull guns and or take cover. So now next round. Everybody seems to be ignoring the PCs with the exception of the guy who got decked. Let's see. Villains are first, spending a hero point on an action's approved. On an action. So first the bad guys go. The guys with the shotguns, how are they doing? Guys with the pistols, there's a lot of shooting and not a lot going on with that right now. So going over to Sheila's guy, he looks around like, what the fuck? He's trying to focus on you, and one of his eyes is kind of ticking up. He's like, and he's like, what is it? He says, and he looks at you. He's got a clown mask on, and one eye is kind of. So, right, we'll start with Sheila. What are you going to do?
Punching him again.
Okay, you're no longer at the surprise and stuff. You've still got the plus 30 as he's like, so go ahead and try martial arts as well if you want to boost your damage.
I made it, but no martial arts.
All right, roll a D3. It may be enough if you can get a 3. Otherwise, you're just going to keep slapping this poor bastard around.
Made a 3.
He goes, falls over. All right, and we're going over to Scott. You are literally in between the two different sides that are having a firefight, but you're currently behind like the sign here, check thing and stuff, watching like large holes getting blown through it from both sides by bullets. What do you do?
Well, they've already started shooting.
Oh yeah. They seem antagonistic toward each other.
I will fast draw a pistol.
All right. Go for it. You know you're going to spend the round menacingly taking it out, but go ahead.
I made it.
Oh my gosh. All right. Which side would you like to shoot at?
I will shoot a clown.
Clown. Okay, go for it.
And I hit.
Excellent. Now, because the clowns are all a bit different, is it 1, 2, 3, or 4, sir? You can pick whichever one you want.
Let's start with 1.
Excellent. You shoot he gets gut shot. He goes, God damn it, not again. And Scott, roll damage.
8 damage.
Oh yeah, that's a good gut shot. He goes, ah! It shows like history repeating itself. Matt, you're having some fucking deja vu over there. You're like, same motherfucker. And, what do you do?
I'm going to maneuver I'm going to try and maneuver keeping out of their range, but trying to get closer to them.
All right, sure. Give me a maneuver roll.
Yeah.
It shows him go.
Back and forth.
All right, and
Serpentine.
we're going to go to the next round here and see how this works out. Villains are first, heroes are second, and hindered. Right. Let's see. Couple of them decide Scott is a bigger threat because the security guards are unable to hit them, but Scott, for some reason, immediately gut shot their buddy. That's a good hindrance. So the villains are first. They, several of them, 2, blaze away at him while the other one keeps security guards pinned down. Blazing. Wow. One of the dudes managed to hit with his shotgun. Double checking damage, weapon, shotgun. Not a lot of people use these now for some odd reason. Probably because it's not Call of Cthulhu where they're fucking lethal as shit. They're only D12. Thank God. Good for you, Scott. The other one missed. These guys are not fucking experts. But the one they hit did 11 points of damage. You haven't felt this bad since you fell into a fucking campfire.
That's a hero.
A few days ago, actually. All right. And I was going to say, you will heal quickly here. Don't forget that. You
I'm
know,
not
take
taking
that kind of crazy damage.
No.
That is an amazing amount of damage. So, let's see. The other guy shooting at the security guards who have cover, miss, security guards. Woo! Let's see. One of them hit. The other one didn't because they're not as great of shots as they'd like to be. So, right. Number 2 has taken 1 damage. Who's keeping track of all the bad guys' damage?
Oh, I guess I can do that.
Lovely. All right, and now we move on to Hero's turn. Matt, I'm sure you can simple action up to 1, but if you get close to him, you may accidentally get shot by security guard forces because they don't seem very skilled.
Yeah. I'm going to just... I'm not going to do anything this action.
All right, and Scott, what do you do? You've got a couple of guys determinedly blazing away at you going, "You bastard!" And one goes, "Yeah, Barry!" And Barry goes, "Stop saying my name!" So what do you do, Scott?
I'll try and finish off number 1. And I hit. 1 damage.
Oh, got me in the pinky toe! The pinky toe!
He's up to 9.
Yep. And Sheila, what are you doing?
Quickly, I want to sense if they're actors, the clowns.
No, they're not. They're not.
Then,
oh, shit. That reminds me. You guys need to remind me to reduce your damage die by 1. These guys are not actors. And they're not swords that they're using. So, sorry, Sheila, go on.
The security van, I yell over to those guys who are still probably trying to trade information on the crash. Get over here, cover the door.
Right. You see, when they were looking at you, the truck driver goes, "Fuck that," and he's heading back to his truck. The other guy looks at his watch and then begins quickly walking away. So, actually, Sheila, and just Sheila, only Sheila, give me an empathy roll. Lower is better.
All right. I think that I made it. Yes. At 1/3.
The guy who looked at his watch, he was not nervous about this at all. He was more like, "Good," and off he went. Weird reaction. You're thinking. You're not thinking he's with the clown-faced guys at all. His suit's pretty nice. Their car is not nice. Their masks are not great. And if you're hearing inside correctly, they're dumb enough to call each other by name. So, yeah, not great professionals. Let's see. Is everybody already gone this round then? Or did I... Yes?
Yeah, pretty much.
Good. All right, we're going to the next round because you guys are getting all hindered to fuck.